Hey everyone, we're going to cover a quick technical analysis of Ethereum, and we'll also cover a quick outlook of Bitcoin as well to kind of cover the overall direction of the crypto market. So in terms of Ethereum's current price action, we are bullish, and let me show you exactly where my head is at. So we've had our change of character here. I believe this is a change of character on a lower time frame, so let's go down to the 1 hour. So yeah, this is a change of character on the 1 hour and 2 hour. You can see that this is the lowest high that got broken after the sweep. This move right here is your sweep, where it swept out all the built up liquidity from this range right here. So a lot of times after a drop, you'll end up forming a range. During ranges, a lot of liquidity builds up on both sides. Smart money wants to take out all the liquidity. That is how they make a lot of money. So once you have this buildup of liquidity, smart money will move price in a direction, sweeping out all the liquidity and giving you the false move. So after this range and this bear flag that formed, smart money ended up sweeping all the liquidity towards the bottom, and a lot of people would have went short, on this high or somewhere around here. But smart money will instantly reverse it a lot of times after these large liquidity builds up, and you'll actually get your true direction afterwards. So since this is the case, where are we heading? Where are we gonna find some pivots, and how are we gonna enter our trades? So we'll get into that right now. So in terms of our long entry for Ethereum, we've actually already missed our lower time frame entries, which would have been this wick right here actually. So our change of character on a lower time frame was this. You want to usually enter on your change of character, as that is where the zone of demand begins. You can see that we actually had a perfect tap of demand right here, and we shot straight up. So that was probably the best entry. We actually did not get this entry in our Discord, but we are looking for another entry into this trade. And our entry will probably be on the change of character on the 1 and 2 hour. So our trade entry will look something like this, and depending on how you like to take trades, you can absolutely DCA your position in. So your first entry here, second entry maybe on the previous month VWAP, third entry on the weekly POC, and then maybe a fourth entry on this order block down here on the 2 hour. So something like that. So depending on how you like to take your trades, this is just an idea. And in terms of targets, I am expecting price to see some sort of reversal in this general area right here. This is because we have our golden pocket and a lot of areas for reversal. So we also have our fair value gap right here on the 4 hour. And a lot of times you'll find price reverses on fills of fair value gap. So you have a fill of a fair value gap. So we have our weekly and monthly VWAPs right here. So the green is your weekly and the blue is your monthly VWAP. We also have our weekly and monthly POC up here. And this is all generally within this order block right here. And we also have our golden pocket and our fair value gap right here. And we also have this, this is your fair value gap, but we have a gap of volume right here as well. Another way to take a long trade into this as well is a reclaim of the value area. So if you see price, reclaim the value area, you can see some sort of deviation after the range right here. So you get liquidity build up on both sides, and usually after reclaim a value area, you want to enter on a deviation of that range of where you're reclaiming the area. So a lot of times this would be, so for example, this would be a, the previous week value area low. This would be your H4 change of character. So if you go onto the 4 hour, this is your change of character on the 4 hour. So you can set up a trade right here. If you see price, looking pretty stable in the value area, you can set up a trade that looks, something like this, and targeting, whatever points of liquidity that you want to target. So if you get any of those long entries, I will be looking for more of a scalp here, and I definitely will be taking profits in this area, as I believe we'll see some sort of retrace. So, we'll see price action that looks like this. We'll have our sweep. This is our sweep right here, this being our actual move, and then you'll have our change of character, a retap into supply, and then we'll have our actual move down, possibly retapping into more demand here and another move up. I believe this will be another retest of the value area low before we see another move up, but it really depends on the state of the markets. We do have a strong high here, but we do have a lot of weak highs right here, and weak highs end up usually getting taken out. They're just pockets of liquidity. A lot of people are just going short, and any bulls that want to go long are just getting destroyed. That's kind of what these weak highs are. And if we do see a prolonged move up, go to the daily here. If you do see a prolonged move up, I am expecting the liquidity right here to get swept out, and for us to tap into this daily order block up here before seeing a larger move down. This could be a lot later. We could see a lot more ranging here. We are kind of forming a macro range, so it's definitely possible for us to just be ranging here for a little while too before seeing our manipulation and our true direction here. If we are to see a larger move down, it would probably be in this area. So we probably fill this fair value gap on the daily, and we'll see a larger move down here. We do have a lot of fair value gaps existing down here as well, and we never really tapped into this change of character down here, this one here either. So it's definitely possible that we come down here and tap into one of these order blocks down here as well. We also do have a lot of weak highs, or sorry, weak lows down here that can be taken out, and relatively weak lows as well. So lower prices are definitely possible, but in my opinion, I think we are fairly bullish on Ethereum at the moment. So just to recap, I'm gonna go down to a lower time frame here. Our Discord is gonna look for a trade entry on this change of character right here in the zone of demand. Stop below this. If you want a less sensitive stop, you can also place it below this bull market support band. Although, in my opinion, this would be more of an inefficient trade, so I probably wouldn't do this. The bull market support band is just the 20-week simple moving average and the 21-week exponential moving average. They are lagging indicators, so I don't really like to rely on them, but it just gives the confluence in terms of price action as a bounce off of the bull market support band. So this is giving me more confidence that we are on our way back up, and we will likely retest a lot of these highs here. So yeah, let me get back to my recap. So just to recap, our Discord is taking this long trade right here, and we'll definitely take profits in this area, but we'll be holding our trade, portion of our trade, all the way up to this order block right here. And if you want to take any short trades within this position would be fair. Maybe swing above this high, and profits at the H4 change of character, which is right here. Not the best trade in terms of RR, depending on where you enter, but it'll be a scalp nonetheless. And then you can also definitely re-enter a long trade on this H4 change of character, stop below the swing low, and again targeting this order block up here. So I do want to go over to Bitcoin here. So in terms of Bitcoin, I am kind of expecting the same thing. So this is what we talked about in our private trading community. We're looking for a reclaiming the range low, and just like how we talked about in Ethereum, we're going to wait for some sort of deviation before reclaiming the value area and the range high. Possibly get rejected off the range high, but we are looking for a sweep of these relatively, not relatively equal highs, but weak highs right here. And you can see that we had weak highs over here, and we have a raid candle that just comes up and sweeps them. So I'm expecting something similar. That's why I drew out PA that looks like this. I believe it will get caught on the monthly VWAP, which is this blue area. It's lined up right with the value area as well. So we'll see some sort of ranging and some sort of wick that comes up towards the POC to wipe out all of these weak highs. So in terms of the crypto market, I am expecting some sort of movement up here right now into some sort of retrace, and possibly another move up for Bitcoin and another tap into either this order block or rejection off the previous month VWAP. So if you go to the daily on Bitcoin here, I'm expecting us to probably range within this order block. And if we do end up coming up, there are fair value gaps up here and more order blocks up here. And it's definitely possible for us to try to reclaim this range up here as well. But in my opinion, I think this is a little bit further away. And I think this will be a slow grind up, which should be actually fairly healthy for crypto. Bitcoin itself hasn't retested the bull market support band yet, which is definitely another possibility as well. We could definitely come back down here and retest the bull market support band and even retest this previous range high. That is something that's possible as well, depending on market conditions. We do have a lot of volume right here, so that is something to look out for as well. So back to Ethereum. This is what I'm looking at in terms of trades. So if you guys enjoy this type of content where I just go over where my head is at on, crypto's price action, please leave me a comment. Let me know exactly what you guys liked, and if there are any other cryptocurrencies that you guys want me to look at. And yeah, leave me a like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.